Yo guys, what's going on? I'm Tim. We got Justin and AC via Skype. This is a NFL final score on the Cash Killing AC Sports Network. Let's get right into it. AC, go in.
Dolphins 30, Bills 23. Reggie Bush goes ham, has a career day, 203 yards, and powers the Sperano-ridden Dolphins past the Bills. Hey, the Bills have been rapidly declining, and we're seeing more clearly now that the beginning of the season was more of a fluke than anything, and the Dolphins actually look like a football team, so I guess anything can happen, huh?
Yeah, and since getting his contract extension, Ryan Fitzpatrick has thrown 6 TDs to 12 picks, so the Ryan Fitzpatrick curse might be in effect in Buffalo. That team just can't seem to find consistent success.
Yeah, Reggie Bush had a big day today, 203 yards, just a huge day for him. The Buffalo Bills falling now. I thought this team could actually do something, but this year they're dramatically falling in that division and they're out of the playoff race.
I agree.
Alright, next up you got the Seattle Seahawks, 38, Bears 14 in this game. Johnny Knox breaks his back, expected to have surgery on Monday, I think it is. Javaris Jackson, 227 yards, keeps the Seahawks hot and put a dwindle on the Bears' playoff chances. I think they're officially out of this. There's no way. I think this is, 30 straight, I think it is, guys? Am I correct?
Yeah, since Caleb Haney's taken over. Wait, did he legit break his back? I thought he just, hurt something in his, lower...
I got a text message on it from the ESPN updates, and it says he broke his back. He got twisted in the, I think it was against Raheem Brock. He's going to be going into back surgery tomorrow in Chicago.
Alright, then I apologize for laughing. Just the way Justin said he broke his back was pretty funny. Game 3, the Colts. Oh my god, they actually won a game 27-13. Donald Brown rushes for 161 yards as the Colts finally get a win over Matt Hasselbeck and the inept Tennessee Titans.
Chiefs 19, Packers 14. Yeah, I did not stutter on that. Chiefs 19, Packers 14. The Packers defense looked just atrocious in this one. Kyle Orton and Romeo Crennel, I think that's how you say that? Crennel. Hold off the Packers' late attack to end their undefeated season, and it's a tough decision to make when you're resting guys versus going for the undefeated. But personally, I like the decision because the main goal is to win the Super Bowl, and perfection would have been a great achievement, but there's always that thing that maybe someone's going to get injured, and that would jeopardize your playoff hopes more than anything. So I think it was a smart decision.
Yeah, and Romeo Crennel would be the new head coach for the Chiefs. He was the coach for the Browns a few years ago. So technically he didn't do anything on the field, but the game plan they set up to shut down Aaron Rodgers in this offense, I said this entire season, and I picked the Packers to repeat, so I'm not hating on the Packers or anything. But I just did not think they were that good that they were going to be undefeated, and that's true. I think that they'll probably end up going 14-2. They'll rest the starters down the stretch, and they're easily the best team in the NFC. That being said, I think that they could lose to the Giants if they make the playoffs, and I think they could lose to the Saints. And in the AFC, I think they could lose to the Ravens, Patriots, or Steelers. I don't think they will, but they're not an invincible team to me either.
Bengals 20, Rams 13. A.J. Green, 150 yards receiving, helped to hold off Kellen Clemens and the Rams. Sam Bradford, I think it's been announced that he could possibly miss the rest of the regular season due to a foot injury. A.J. Green, one hell of a receiver. Can't wait to see what this guy can do next year.
Yeah, and I think A.J. Green, what he's done over this season has really impressed a lot of people. Andy Dalton, that team's got a bright future, and Kellen Clemens actually getting a chance to start somewhere in the NFL after seemingly being a backup everywhere. Sam Bradford, it sounds like he could play, but they're just not going to risk it. The Rams have just had a disaster season. They looked like a team that could potentially win a terrible AFC West or NFC West. Turns out the 49ers have really been the class of that division, and the Rams have just been awful. Saints 42, Vikings 20. Drew Brees quietly continues to be Breezes as the Saints along with Lance Moore, move to 11-3. I believe tomorrow night the Steelers will beat the 49ers, and we will see the Saints take over that number 2 spot. I mean, look at the Packers right now. The Packers are all offense and not a ton of defense. There's no reason to me why a 42-35 Week 1 win from the Packers couldn't be reversed in a playoff game. Don't sleep on the Saints. Drew Brees is, I think Aaron Rodgers will run away with the MVP, but Drew Brees and Tom Brady are right there too at number 2.
Redskins 23, Giants 10. Eli Manning throws 3 picks that kill the Giants, and the Cowboys move out in front in the division. This kept, along with the Eagles' victory, this kept the Eagles' slim playoff hopes alive, and by slim I mean extremely, extremely slim. But the Giants look like a really beaten down team today. Watching this game was almost like painful. It was pretty ugly.
Yeah, it was, and I think that Eli Manning has just been so inconsistent this season, and that's really the reason he gets a lot of the hate that he does. I think that he is a pretty good I think he's a really good quarterback at times, and the problem is that sometimes he just has these type of games. I don't know. Panthers 38, Texans 13. TJ Yates throws 2 picks. They kill the Texans, and they likely kill the Texans' chances of getting a first-round bye in the playoffs as the Texans drop to 10-4. Look, they never made the playoffs before. To lose your starting quarterback and still even make the playoffs for the first time in your franchise's history is still pretty impressive.
Lions 28, Raiders 27. Lions' late comeback guarantees them a winning record this season. The Lions have been playing great football this season. Megatron's been unbelievable, and their offense has shown that they can really put points on the board when it matters, and a solid late comeback versus the Raiders today.
Yeah, and then the other one, this game to me was boring as hell. Eagles 45, Jets 19. Brent Selleck and Shady McCoy, along with Jason Babin's 3 sacks, combined to help the Eagles' slim playoff hopes stay alive. Look, I mean, this is the thing with the Eagles, and why I just get pissed off with this game. Where the hell was this the whole season? The Jets aren't the best team in the NFL, but if you can beat the Jets, why couldn't you beat the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks? I don't understand this team. Do I want Andy Reid fired for what he's done this year? I don't know. What I do know is that I want Andy Reid fired because I am tired of seeing the same philosophy not work, and everyone's saying, oh, well, he's been to 5 NFC Championship games. Guess what? They haven't been to any of them since 2004.
I don't know what to think about this team anymore. They've been confusing me for 14 years now, so I don't even know.
Yeah.
Cardinals 20, Browns 17. This game went to overtime, and John Skelton's 313 yards helped the Cards get past the Browns. You know, this was probably the best game of the 4:15 games, even though we couldn't watch it because I don't have NFL Sunday ticket. But, yep.
And the final game, Tim Tebow does not have Tebow time again. Brady shreds up the Broncos D. Tebow plays well, but all he does is win, so he lost, so I'm not even going to waste my breath talking about it. That's the NFL final score on Tim. He's AC. We'll see you later.